Hi, this is Amanda with Amanda's Honest Answers. I'm here today to review my brand new Samsung Smart Washer and Dryer powered by the SmartThings app. I will be reviewing the washer and the dryer separately. If you're looking for info on the other one, click the link above and that will take you right to that review. This is the washer. And this is the matching dryer. They are a beautiful black color with white writing and offset by a rose gold color. I'll zoom in a little bit on that. This is my brand new Samsung dryer, and it does have the multi-steam moisture sensor, and it is controllable with the SmartThings app. It is also energy efficient. I'm going to turn this on. And as you can see, the really great thing about this is for my followers that are in the blind and low vision community, because as many of you know, I work as a visual interpreter for a company called AIRA, A-I-R-A, that provides visual interpretation to the blind and low vision community via an app on their smartphone. And there are Braille dots on the side to the right of the power button and to the right of the play, pause, and hold to start button. There's also a dot below the dryness, temp, time, and wrinkle prevent. These are the 3 cycles that you can actually customize, and you can customize those manually under the quick dry, time dry, and air fluff. Some of them you can customize a little bit, but that can be completely customized under those. The cycles, and when you power it on, it starts at the normal, which is the top left position. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is going to be one of the 2 steam cycles. The first steam cycle is refresh. Refresh does put it on a high, a 5 setting with steam, and that is just a 15-minute cycle. That's great if you need to get some wrinkles out. The next is the Steam Plus, and that's 1 counterclockwise from there. That is an hour and 10 minutes. This is a longer cycle. It does sense drying for this one. It does do a more drying with a high temperature, and these are not customizable. It's just set that way, and that's nothing that you can change. The next one, going counterclockwise, is going to be your permanent press. The standard settings on it are dryness set to the middle, halfway between more and less. The temperature is set halfway between high and low, and it does run for 31 minutes. You can change the dryness level, but you cannot change anything else on it other than the wrinkle prevent. One more counterclockwise is bedding. Bedding sets it at a 3 level, that is mid-range for dryness, and all the way up for high temperature. And you can change the dryness level, you cannot change the temperature level. One more going clockwise takes you to heavy duty. This is going to have an automatic setting of a dryness level halfway in the middle, a high temperature, and runs for 58 minutes. With this one, you can also change the dryness. You cannot change the time. You can put wrinkle prevent on. The standard normal cycle, which is what it starts on automatically, is an hour and 15 minutes standard. It is midway between less and more for the dryness. And the temperature is 1 down from high. And those are the only automatic settings. One other thing that I wanted to mention, especially for those in the blind and low vision community, as I mentioned before, you do have Braille on the far right, so there are dots at the bottom below the dryness, temp, time, and wrinkle prevent. These are about a half an inch. You could go about half an inch above those, and that will let you touch the tactile button. So although they are tactile, you do have little dots that are automatically here that stand up just like the head of a pin. They're not very big, but just enough, like Braille would be, to let you know where they are. And the cool thing is These have different tones. The dryness, this is the less, and they slowly go up. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the temperature is going to do the same thing. If it won't change, it's going to make that noise. So you know it's nothing that can be changed if it makes that noise. Going to the right clockwise takes you to delicates. That is a 25-minute cycle, and it is halfway between more and less for dryness and the lowest for temperature. You cannot change the temperature, but you can change the dryness, and that is the only thing that is customizable there. The next one around is going to be your active wear. The active wear is a 35-minute cycle. The dry sensing is in the mid-level and 1 up from high for temperature, and you cannot change either of those. With all of these, you can put wrinkle prevent on though. So your next 3 settings are going to be the 3 that you can set time on. So if you're a traditionalist and you like things that have time instead of it auto sensing, these are going to be the cycles for you. The quick dry, and that means that the dryness sensor will not be on any of these 3. The temperature for the quick dry is set to the highest setting. It auto selects 30 minutes for it, and you can customize that up to 1 hour by using that, but there is a time adjust to the far right. If you go to the far right and 1 button to the left of the power button, there is a adjust time up, and then there's adjust time down. It goes in 1-minute increments. Now I'm going to hold it here and show you how far up it can go. We're 130, 140, oh, 139. Okay, so it looks like it goes to 139 and it goes down as low as 4 minutes. You cannot go down any lower than 4, but if you go all the way up to the 139, and I'm not going to do it again, but it does cycle back through and starts back at that 4 minutes. The next setting after quick dry, going clockwise, is the time dry. That time dry is going to function the same way, except this one is set to high automatically and 60 minutes automatically. So again, you can go up with the arrow, and it auto puts it on an eco dry, but if you want to turn that eco dry off, you can. So auto comes on, it doesn't change the time, so that's entirely up to you if you turn that off or not. So we'll see how high it goes up. And this is going to be the 139 as well. It stops if you just press and hold, but if you go again after pressing and holding, then it just jumps back down. So if you need to press and hold, it's going to go all the way up to the 139 and then stop there. So it looks like that's the highest that it goes, is 1 hour and 39 minutes. Air fluff is your next cycle. This is great if you have something delicate that you want to fluff up, but you don't want to put any temperature to it because there's absolutely no temperature on. It is just on the cooling cycle. Pardon my cat meowing in the background. It is just strictly air, nothing else. You can change the time on this just like you can all the others. So you can air dry it for as long as you need to, up to 1 hour and 39 minutes, and it does have the wrinkle prevent as an option as well. The next thing is going to be your download it cycle. Now with the SmartThings app, you can download different cycles. You can set your own personalized cycles so you don't have to keep changing it on here as well, which is pretty neat. And you can send it remotely. So say you are away and you have a kid that needs to throw something in the dryer, or a husband, you want to make sure he doesn't ruin the clothes, you can send the cycle to the dryer remotely so that they can get it. On the front of the dryer, it shows you the SmartThings app. There is a QR code for it. There's also a QR code for the instructions as well, which is very handy to have both of those available. And right here in the app, you'll see that you can change the recipes. There's different recipes. So if you're not sure, you know, what you want to dry a lingerie on, or something that's waterproof, and you're like, oh, what do I do for waterproof? And it even gives you tips like dry separately from other garments. So if it's towels, that's on there. If it's curtains, that's on here. But if it's other things, like it's outdoor and it's waterproof, so it's going to tell you the exact settings, and then you can go next and it'll give you the exact recipe that you need, and you can tell it if you want wrinkle prevent on or off, and you can get the recipe and save that and just send it straight to the dryer, which is very handy. I do have my washing machine on here as well. As my lights and other things. We have lots of smart appliances. I do review a lot of appliances for Samsung and other organizations too. So if you want to check them out, please check out my YouTube channel, Amanda's Honest Answers, where I give nothing but thorough review answers from just a common person like, you know, anybody else. I don't consider myself an influencer. I just review things that I use, and I tell you exactly how I use it and what works best for me and what doesn't work, if that happens as well. So as you can see, there are different things that you can do. You can also set your favorites. So you have like your my favorite. You have the wrinkle prevent, the damp alerts, and that's something that I didn't address up here as well. So we showed how the wrinkle prevent goes on and off, and the eco dry, the adjust time. But the damp alert will alert you depending on what setting you're on. I'm just going to go back to a normal setting. Will alert you if it's still damp, and you can turn the drum light on or off here. So if you like it on, turn it on. If you like it off, turn it off. And I'm going to turn it on. I already have my smart control on, which you can see by the little Wi-Fi symbol up there. But if you are trying to add the Smart Connect to your phone, you will press and hold for 3 to 5 seconds that Smart Control button just till this AAP shows up, or it makes that sound. So once it makes that sound, or you see the AAP showing up, then you will know that you are ready to pair it to your phone. So I'm going to turn it back on here. And I'm just going to open it up, let you see the inside. Now, this is, I love this rose gold color along the black. It just makes it stand out so well. But this is a dryer that can, like most, be on either side. If you need to swap it to the other side, you can. There is a nice lint trap. One of the cool things about the lint trap, if somebody happens to forget to put the lint trap in, it has a little door here that stops any lint from going down. My previous dryer didn't have that. If someone was to leave that out, lint could just go on out. One of my favorite things about this dryer, my previous dryer did have it too, and I was so happy that this one did as well. If you see those two little staple shape areas at the back of the drum, you will take the dryer, take this little stand, and those round little parts, you just push to the back and you just set it down. And it feels like it's not going to lock in, but it actually does. And these flat pieces just go on either side of the lint trap that you remove. And then this little stand here is what you put your shoes on so they don't make noise. It's what you put a shirt that needs to dry flat, and you do air dry or low dry. However you want to do that, it works out great. But this is amazing for putting things in that you don't want to get, you know, all jumbled up in here or anything like that. And you will run it like normal, put whatever cycle up here that you want on, and it'll be good to go. Now I'm going to show you how big this is. I'm going to put this twin XL blanket in here, and you can see, I mean, it's still a little fluffy up there, but there's still tons of room. I can very easily put in a king-size comforter without an issue. And that's the little steam vent back there that steams it all around as stuff goes. So we'll go ahead and start this. You just press to hold, and it starts. So it's not all that loud. I mean, it's typical dryer loud, but nothing out of the ordinary. One really neat thing I wanted to mention is that with this dryer, you can actually turn the drum light on up there and watch it to check and see, hey, does everything look like it's drying? Are there any issues with it? So I just really like that extra function that a lot of dryers don't have. Thank you so much for watching. This concludes my review of the Samsung Smart Dryer and matching Samsung Smart Washing Machine. If you'd like to watch the review of it, check out the link here. And continue to watch my channel and like and subscribe for more reviews of various Samsung, HP, Sony, and lots of other items. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. I'll be happy to answer them or seek an answer out for you if I don't have the answer. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye!